Your worst critic, who's that? Who is your worst critic?
Myself.
Whether you consciously understand it or subconsciously, you are that compass. And every compass has to have a magnetic force. If you're a geologist, you would call that magnetic force north on a compass. That is the magnetic pull that you have to go to a direction that you want to go to. So where is your why? Why do you get out of bed in the morning?
Success.
And why do you go through your process? Do you have a process? Do you have a map? What does your airplane look like? What do you go looking for? What is your process? Do you have a certain amount of time you spend for lead generation, a certain amount of time you have for qualifying, a certain amount of time you have for consolidating, a certain amount of time you have for follow-up, a certain amount of time you have for showing? Are you managing your time like a superhero? If you're not, you might want to look at that. I'm not going to fix it for you. I'm just going to bring up the question. If you're getting a lot of no's, start looking forward to the next one. Because the next time somebody tells you no, you will repeat these words. And they're pretty similar, but I'll just put them all into a little box here. And I'll look at them in the most romantic way possible. Excuse me, I'm just going to use you in a role play. And she said no to me, and I'm going to look at her and I'm going to say, well, obviously, you must have a reason for saying that. May I ask what it is?
When he's waiting, just say no.
Just like that. Just like that. Nothing more. Nothing less. There was no usage of this horrible word in English that some salespeople have used to me, and I go, oh my God. I'm so glad you don't work for me. They use a word called B-U-T. Here's what they'll say. Yes, I know how you feel, but, and as soon as we say but, we have now dishonored their emotional and their feelings and their stance, and we're now showing them how we're going to correct it. Do people want to be corrected? Do they want to be corrected? They prefer to be lit. Irish lady looks out of her house and sees her old husband and her son pushing a cow in the middle of the road, and they're pushing and pushing, pushing, and the cow's there in the middle of the road and they can't move their car, and she knows dinner's going to get cold. What does she do? She comes off her porch, goes down, looks at the cow, puts her finger in a little milk before she's out there, walks over to the cow's mouth, puts a little milk in his mouth, and the cow follows her finger into the barn. She doesn't break a sweat. If you give people a reason to take action, they will. If you give people an opportunity to say no, they will. But the next time somebody says no to you, I want you to turn to them romantically and say these words. Well, obviously, you have a reason for saying that. May I know what it is? Because only then can I then get them to pull out what they think is kryptonite on me. They think they're going to give me some kryptonite. Everybody know what kryptonite is? What? That's the one thing that Superman, he don't like it too much. He don't like Superman. It's like Superman don't like Superman. It makes him weak. It knocks him down. It can kill him. It's a green rock. He doesn't like it. So when a client says no to a salesperson who's not emotionally or mentally prepared, that salesperson is going to be freaking out. Oh my God, don't tell me this client's saying the same thing that the client last week said. Of course he's going to say no. I bet he says no. And your friend says, what happens? Idiots.
Can you repeat the sentence? So I can...
So the next time you're faced with the word no in this marketplace, I beg, encourage you, do not deviate from this. By the way,